What's up traders, my name is Layla and welcome back to this week's no-nonsense market recap from Bullish Bear. What started off as a roller coaster week pulled a dramatic U-turn on Wednesday when President Trump practically ordered Americans to go buy stocks now. Talk about executive influence. The markets surged Wednesday when President Trump boasted his UK trade deal would pump billions and billions into the economy. Then Thursday, the deal dropped officially, sending all three major indexes climbing for a second straight day. Who says sequels can't be good? This US-UK handshake marks the first major trade agreement since the White House scared everyone with those sweeping tariffs on April 2nd before hitting the pause button on 90 days of haggling. Classic negotiation tactic, folks. Could this just be the appetizer on Trump's trade deal menu? The man himself thinks so. He hinted Thursday that he has more deals cooking behind the scenes. But let's be honest, China is the main course that everybody's drooling over. And that feast may finally be getting set. All eyes are locked on Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Trade Rep Jamison Greer, who will be whining and dining Chinese officials this weekend to kick off those high-stake trade talks we've all been waiting for. Thankfully, the markets were too busy celebrating trade victories to throw a tantrum over interest rates staying put. On Wednesday, the Fed kept its target range frozen from 4.25 to 4.5%, the third consecutive meeting of monetary purgatory. Fed Chair Jerome Powell blamed economic uncertainty for keeping rates unchanged. Trump, meanwhile, didn't exactly send Powell a thank you card. Instead, he publicly branded him as a fool for not cutting. And the bromance continues. So will we see rate cuts this year? That's the question that's burning a hole in every investor's pocket. Powell's sophisticated answer? It depends on what chaos the tariffs actually cause. Meanwhile, Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang dropped this week's existential crisis bomb at the Milken Institute, stating you won't lose your job to AI, but to someone who uses it. Just what anxious Americans needed to hear. Speaking of anxiety, Americans haven't felt this pessimistic about finding new jobs since 2021. A fresh New York Fed survey revealed worker confidence has cratered to a 4-year low. Nothing says economic recovery like widespread unemployment terror. The earnings season drama saga continued with AppLovin and Carvana popping champagne while Ford and Clorox licked their wounds. Ford even tossed its 2025 guidance out the window, warning that tariffs could cost them a heart-stopping $1.5 billion. Ouch. Next week's earnings spotlight shines on Walmart, Alibaba, Under Armour, Hertz, and Cisco. Investors are also white-knuckling through the weekend's China trade talks and biting their nails until May 15th, when we'll discover if Warren Buffett's Berkshire has dropped any more Apple shares. Let's just ride this trade deal wave and make sure the rally keeps going. For more updates, tune in next week as we continue to track the market's every move, and subscribe down below to Bullish Bear for more market recap videos. Until next time, stay disciplined, manage your risk, and remember, bears make money, bulls make money, but pigs get slaughtered. See you in the trading room.